Hello guys, welcome you all to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to discuss about shortage of semiconductor and how the shortage of semiconductor has hampered the growth of automobile sector in India. So first of all, let's discuss about why the semiconductor shortage took place. We all know the main reason is the COVID-19. Because of the COVID-19, less people was working. Because of the COVID-19, many of the factories were lots of restrictions were there on in many of the factories. Because of the COVID-19 situation, only there was the international trade was hampered. There was less airlines flying. There was a shipments issues which was happening, and all these things have hampered the growth of the semiconductor. All these things has hampered and created the shortage of semiconductor all over the world. It's not just a country centric issue, it's all over the world. The semiconductor issues are taking place, and because of second wave as well, even the semiconductor shortage will be more. Because of this as well, more semiconductor shortage will take place, especially the second or the third wave which is taking place into the China, as a result of which as well the semiconductor shortage will take place into the world. And this is not just any particular company, any particular sector is facing, many of the sectors are facing, because semiconductor is a really important element. Basically, semiconductor is required in electronic items. It is required by the software companies for making the chipset. It is required by the automobile companies as well. And in this video, we discuss about automobile companies only, why the automobile companies are suffering so much in India because of the semiconductor shortage. So first reason is these companies only. Basically, because of the COVID-19, these companies thought there will be less demand of the semiconductor. Because of the COVID-19, basically there is less demand of the automobiles in India. As a result of which, they gave less order to the semiconductor companies. But things happened completely opposite. The demand for the automobile increased into India. As a result of which, these companies are now suffering from the semiconductor issue, because the demand increase of the cars, more cars were sold, and they were not able to comply with the demand. The supply was not that enough. As a result of which, now they are suffering from the production loss. They are not able to produce the amount of car which are required. As a result of which, the manpower is going, the time is going, and all these things are going, and it is hampering the business of this particular automobile companies. It is expected that in the next quarter, which is basically from July to September, the last quarter was not that great for any of the company. Like if we talk about Mahindra and Mahindra, Maruti Suzuki, or any Tata, and these all three companies, the quarter was not that great. And even it is expected that even the next quarter will also be not that great for these companies, because of the shortage of the semiconductor will continue in the next quarter as well. And there is some reason for that. The increase in the COVID-19, the second wave which is coming into the China, and many of the East Asia countries, and East Asia countries are the major players into the semiconductor production. East Asia countries like Japan, countries like Taiwan, China, all these countries produce the semiconductor. Also, there is an increase in the COVID-19 cases in Europe as well. So all these things are hampering the international trades as well. There's some issues happening at the ground level in the international trades in China, which is also hampering the growth. Basically, there are lots of international factors. Companies like Tesla and Apple are also going to suffer because of the semiconductor shortage in this quarter as well. In the last quarter, the Tesla performed really well with $1 billion profit in just one quarter in the last quarter, which was really great. Even Apple produced a good amount of profit, but this quarter might not be that great. At the same time, this will be the festival quarter, but because of this issue as well, many of the smartphone companies are also suffering because of this, because demand of the smartphone in this particular time, in this particular quarter, like Navratri, Diwali, the demand of the smartphone is very much that there is a lot of sales. But now what is happening, because of the semiconductor issue, these companies are not able to comply with the demand, and that is what is happening. There's a lot of production loss happening in automobile sector. The biggest company in India is Maruti Suzuki, with 50% of the share of the total market of automobile, and this much of share they have. Okay, Maruti Suzuki is going to suffer with a 5% production loss. मतलब 5% कम कार इस बार प्रोड्यूस होगी, % less car will produce this year, and this is definitely going to hamper their growth. This will definitely going to hamper their profits as well. And almost 2.5% less car will be produced all over India this year. Almost 1 lakh less cars will be produced, and this is definitely going to hamper the growth of the automobile companies. Like companies like Nissan and Renault have shut down some of their factories because of this issue. The Maruti Suzuki has also basically there's 2 to 3 shifts in which the car is produced, but now there's only one shift in the Gujarat factories working for the production of the car. So they have also decreased the production as well. And all these things might have some issue on the unemployment. There might be some unemployment might increase because of all these things. But this is a temporary problem. That is also you need to understand. This is not a permanent problem which is going to there. Okay. because if you just look at this, is the semiconductor problem is not just in India, it's all over the world. Because of, and the reason we know, the reason is the COVID-19. If you just look at, if we summarize everything, the main reason is the COVID-19. International trade is getting affected, COVID-19. All these things are getting affected, it is the COVID-19 is the main reason. And I personally think it will not be that much issue in the next 1 or 2 years. So these are the companies which are suffering, but it is not only these companies, or it is not only India which is suffering from this problem. It's all over the world. Different companies are suffering. Now what should be your stance, what should be your thinking as a smart investor? So this is the external problem. I have already made one video which is about Johnson & Johnson, in which I have discussed the external versus internal problems. It is, and I have discussed the story of Johnson & Johnson from the Learn to Earn book by Peter Lynch, and it has been really great analysis. In the same way, I want to put this scenario in the same way in the automobile sector of India today. So if you just look at Indian automobile sector, there's a lot of possibilities, there's a lot of chances that this particular sector will go up. Because if you just look at the sector over the years, there are lots of people are now purchasing the cars because the disposable income is increasing, the people income is increasing. Like for example, in the last 5 years, the per capita income has increased from rupees 1 lakh to rupees 1.5 lakh. Because of the COVID-19, it has gone to rupees 1.45 lakh, but still it has increased. So this is one of the positive things. So there's a lot of increase in the income of the people. There's a lot of people who are generating more and more income. This is the youth population, and in India the median age is only 26. If you just compare the other countries like China, like America has a median age of 38, China has a median age of 38, Europe has a median age of 42. So India have only median age of 26. So because of the young population as well, the demand of the automobile will increase over the years. The demand of automobile sector is not going to go down. I personally think, like in USA today, the automobile, basically the passenger vehicles, the cars are not basically they are not a luxury, they are the need. In the same way, it will be also there in India in the next 5 to 10 years. So definitely I personally think investing in the automobile sector will be one of the best decision you will ever make. It will be one of the smart decision. And now basically many of the companies are down because of this particular reason. So definitely you can invest this time and you can get much better profit over the next 2 to 3 years. For the long term investment, automobile sector is one of the great sector I can definitely invest into. Now one of the company which I personally think is a great company in the automobile sector is Tata Motors. Now many people might be like, Tata Motors itne loss mein, itne debt mein, why you are saying this? It's a clear reason. First of all, the chairman of Tata Sons has said that they will be debt free. The Tata Motors will be debt free by 2024. And it's not like Tata Motors is one of the trusted brand. First of all, Tata Group is one of the trusted brand in the country. And the chairman of the Tata Group is saying that he is not something saying in hawa mein kuch nahi bol rahe bhai ho. If they are saying, they might have some plans and they will execute it properly. Also, there are a lot of acquisitions happening in Tata, which is also giving them a better ecosystem for electric vehicles. Like they already have their companies for the designing, like Tata Elxsi for designing. They have TCS for the software solution. They are Tata Steel. They are doing lots of acquisitions for the automobile sector. They are doing lots of acquisitions for electric vehicle space to improve the electric vehicle space. And I personally think Tata Group have a really great ecosystem to create a great electric vehicle in future and affordable electric vehicle. Because I personally think that many of the car companies, like for example, let's suppose Maruti Suzuki, they will need to contact some other software company because they do not have some software company in their group. So this is not the case in the Tata Motors. So definitely the company is into the debt for now, but it will be debt free, and once it will be debt free, many people will invest into it. The smart investor always invest at the right time. Invest at a price, at a discount price. It's the important thing. You invest at the right time, because when the company will be debt free, when the company will be doing really great, definitely all the people will invest into that company. But you should be smartly thinking. Tata Motors is one of the great company and one of the big company into the electric vehicle space. Even they are way ahead because they have already launched some of the models like Tata Nexon. So definitely they have good collaboration with the international brands as well. So all these things will give rise to a great ecosystem of electric vehicles. And I personally think if you are thinking for the long term perspective, Tata Motors is a great choice for now. Debt free ho jayegi company. If they are saying they will be debt free by 2024, it's a great company. Also the Maruti Suzuki is one of the fundamental company. They have 50% of the share and 50% of the share in a country like India, where the demand is going to increase over the years. Like for example, if you ask someone like kaun si brand ki gaadi kharid raha hai, the first two names will be Hyundai or Maruti Suzuki only. And Maruti Suzuki has such a big impact into our country, so definitely you can invest into the Maruti Suzuki as well. Maruti Suzuki and Tata Motors are I personally personally prefer in terms of in automobile sector. The third stock which I personally think is the Mahindra and Mahindra. Obviously Mahindra and Mahindra is a really great stock, but I give much preference to the Tata Motors for the electric vehicle space. They are way much ahead. Then I can give to the Maruti Suzuki, and third will be Mahindra and Mahindra. Mahindra and Mahindra have a really great hold into the rural area as well, so you can definitely go and invest into that as well. All these three companies are really great, the fundamentals are quite great, and this particular issue will be there. Don't get panicked. So semiconductor issue might take the stock bit down, but over the years these particular companies will perform really well in the next 4 to 5 years. If you want to invest into the automobile sector, or if you want to invest in any of the stocks, if you want to start your demat account, you want to invest into the mutual fund, there is a link given in the description down below of the Grow app. You can download the Grow app. It's one of the great app for the beginners. At the same time, if you download from that link given in the description, you will get 100 rupees for free. You can use that 100 rupees and invest in any company. And if you just download from the Play Store, you will not get that money. You will get the reward if you download from the link in the description. This was all from my side. It was a completely educational video. I am not recommending any stock to you. This was all from my side. If you like the video, like it, subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Thank you.